Man, got around. OG Silverback to here. And today I'm going to share with you some exciting tales of victory and glory that will demonstrate to you why you should stay focused on your path to become the best version of yourself, which means getting in touch with your inner animal. Because one thing for sure, guys, animals don't lie, man. Let me share something with you, man. And I learned this from a lady that I was, let's just say I was visiting with, and let's call her the Catwoman, dude. So this lady, she's what does she do? She works with mentally and verbally challenged kids who are on the autism spectrum, right? So I think she's called a speech therapist, and she works with smaller kids, right? So obviously she's got multiple master's degrees in education, very educated, world travel, whatever. But you know, to her, finances and capitalism aren't at the top of her hierarchy of needs. So needless to say, I call her the Catwoman because in her house she has 7 cats. She owns her own house, so obviously she's very independent, right? So I go over there, dude, and what's interesting is, like, you know, the cats have priority in her life, you know, and each of us has to find happiness as we define it. And the reason I'm sharing that with you guys, because in 2022, guys, you want to really take a look at your life with a microscope and determine, dude, the type of people that you want to associate with and have in your life, because they will be a direct reflection on not only your present life as it is, but your future life, and maybe limiting you. And so without further ado, I want to get into the topic of today's video, which is, here's why you should stop dating low-class women and hood rats, man. And before we get into my thoughts on this, I want to share with you a video that was sent to me, man, by one of my valued subscribers. And I want to just share this with you guys so you guys can get a take of what's going on in this life, man. So if you didn't catch that, dude, they're at an event, man, celebrating the new year, right? And this dude gets into an heated argument with this lady, and she just takes a bottle of champagne and busts dude clean upside his head. And in my opinion, or in my estimation, dude did not even get physical with her. He was just, let me see if I can rewind it. I want to rewind it really good. Let's start from the beginning. So here they are at this party, at this event. Let's play it. So then she approached dude and said something to him. I don't know what he said. I can't hear over the music. And she's pointing whatever. So then she just goes to the table, dude, and busts him upside his head, and then proceeds to bust him again. And he retaliates. So let's just watch this video clip because it's pretty short. So then she aggresses in even further, like she's a savage. And I think she overestimates her ability to do Mortal Kombat. And dude just 2 straight judo tosses her to the ground, bro. Now he's on top of her. Watch this, guys. Now the women, they jump in and just, you know, claw his eyes and pull him off of her, right? And everything. Circle him with the nice shoes on. Watch this, guys. Now they tag and do bow, bow, WWE style tag team, bow, bit, bam, right? He's got a foursome going on, but it ain't the kind of foursome he expected. Oh man, now even some guys is jumping in, man. So now it's like an 8-some, and they just whooping his behind, man. They just whooping his behind, dude. You got to give the dude credit, though. He's resilient. Like, he got up and he's kind of discombobulated and disoriented because he's been getting his behind whooped thoroughly. Now there's a mob fest on him, like a zombie horde. Watch this. So then he walked up to the lady to say, hey, why you hit me with the bottle? Some dude just clocked him. Wow. So here's what I want to share with you guys. Either these people are all inebriated from the New Year's party, or and they can't punch hard, or dude can just take a punch, man. He must be like me. He's a savage, because it's not how much you give out, it's how much you can take. So let's watch this even more. Not even celebrating the victory dance because dude got his behind jumped. And see, guys, I don't want to digress on this video, but that's the whole thing, that I never wanted to be a gang member, because it's been my experience, and I'm not trying to start any wars with anyone, but gang members never give you a fair one. Like even when I was in prison and the gangs would approach me, whether it was the Crips or the Bloods, I never had any problems with the Serenos or the Norteños or even the Woods or the Aryan Brothers or the KKK. I always had problems with the brothers, and it was mainly because I didn't want to join the gang, bro. And so what happened is when the gangs would approach me, bro, I would tell them like this, let me get a fair one. And they'd be like, no, cuz, or no, blood, or it don't roll like that, dog. Like, why don't it roll like that? Because if it's 20 of y'all and one of me, man, then let me just, let's do like back in the Achilles days, be like, hey, your best fighter against me, and then we'll squash it. But not near one of their best fighters wanted to get squashed by me, because that's the only squashing that would happen. So anyway, I digress. Okay, you guys got the gist of that, and I shouldn't laugh. I'm working on myself. I apologize. I'm in therapy. That was not funny to you normal folks, but it was funny to me, and I think I'm weird for it being funny. But the reason I'm making this video up, dude, on a serious note, here's why you should stop messing with dating low-class women, dating, associating, having sex with, hooking up with, whatever, and hood rats, bro, and girls from the barrio and trailer trash. Here's why. In 2022, I've had a lot of, just so you guys know, I'm not going to say names, but I have a lot of very powerful and poignant coaching call sessions with the guys over on my Patreon. I pay for the $25 coaching call. And I tell them, man, education is the key to enlightening your life. It's illuminating your life. Look at education as light. You know how you're in a dark tunnel? You ever heard just darkest before dawn? Sometime in your life, dude, so many things can be happening at once. You're in an impoverished area. Maybe you're part of a gang. You got baby mama drama. Your parents are against you. Your family's against. It's like the whole world's against you, dude. And I just want to share with you, it can be really dark and you can feel like giving up. And I've been there. I've never wanted to check out ever, but I know that some people might want to check out. But what I'm here to say to you, men, as men and brothers, it's always darkest before the dawn. What that means is when you're at the darkest part of your life, that's why they say you have to hit rock bottom in order to come up, because until you hit rock bottom, you don't experience the hopelessness and the desperation, dude, that you feel just from being helpless and feeling like everybody's against you. So what happens is when you're in your darkest hour, you have to remember the saying, it's always darkest before the dawn. What does that mean? That means is when you're in your darkest moment of your life, when you just feel like everything's against you, want to give up, you just give up all hope. The ray of light, dude, is to educate yourself to think about things differently than you have leading up to your darkest hour. And that's why I talk to everybody I've been talking to on my coaching calls, bro. I've been telling them the power of education. And there's 3 types of education that you must start today. So as soon as you get done with this video, get a pen and a paper and start journaling like me, man. Where's my dang pen at, man? It don't matter because I got a whole thing of pens right here, buddy. I can get a pen whenever I want. I can get 2, 3, 4, 5 pens. I got a whole thing of notepads, bro, because all I do is document my notes. Matter of fact, here's another pen that I was using. But here's what I want you to do. The three aspects of education is this. Number one, first and foremost, I hear what these millennials are saying and Generation Z and all these people like, oh, you know, you don't need an education, it's ripoff, and it's, you know, it's you're just getting the debt and all that. Man, let me tell you something, man. Most major cities that I've heard about talking to guys on coaching calls who've done the research, most major cities, community colleges are basically free, bro. And it's just a little step above high school. So you're gonna see some high school type BS in there and some gang type stuff, whatever. But maybe you can go to a community college on the other side of town, even if you got to catch the bus. And here's why: you can reinvent yourself. You get to see things differently. You go to a community college on the other side of town, and then you just do like, I'm gonna show you an example of duplicitous behavior. You want to square up, like, you know how Urkel's a square, but what he did in this one Family Matters show, he acted like he was a gang member, right? And so what you can do if you're a gang member, you go to the other side of town and you can square up. So all that means is this, guys: when you're squaring up, you're going to when you're squaring up, you're going to change the way that you view yourself. You're going to change the way that you view life. You're going to change the way that you carry yourself, so that then you can elevate yourself to have a woman who is of a higher socioeconomic class or category, right? And this is going to be very important because you don't want to mess with low-life women, though, because they can get you into skirmishes. They can have you end your life, dude, and end up in prison, bro, because that could have went all bad for that guy that we were just watching. It could have went all bad for him, you know? And so I don't know what the heck is going on with my I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh, wait, I got it right here. No, sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to do some stuff in the background. But what I'm trying to say is this, guys. Let me see if I'm in the right place. Yay, I did it. So what I'm trying to say is this, guys. You want to educate yourself in what's called formal education, and here's why, dude. And I want to tell you this as a dude from the hood, a dude from another country. Dude's been to pen. Dude's been in the military, been to combat, dude. Dude who's been broke. Dude's been rich, been poor, been affluent. Man, education is the great illuminator of your life, because what it does, dude, it teaches you how to get along in our society. That's all it teaches you. All this, whether you get a degree in accounting or janitorial service or a lawyer or a doctor, whatever, that's a different topic, dude. That's going down some kind of a patriarchal route that I agree that sometimes you can get yourself into debt. All I'm saying is, for 2022, if you're in a dark place, dude, and I say a dark place is when you're dealing with, you know, you're dealing with low-class women, dude, hood rat, hoochie mamas, dude, because that's where you are in the sexual market value, then it's time for you to stop, cease and desist, take my 30-day program, dude, where it's no fap. You just focus on yourself, your goals. You talk to them, have me be in your ear, an accountability coach, dude. And you focus on yourself for 30 days, man. You got the rest of the month to do it. Get my coaching call. So then what happens, you reinvent yourself. You got 30 days to reinvent yourself, and you want to rise up to the next level. And so all education does for a person who's from the hood or the barrio or the trailer park, it teaches you how American society actually works. And like they say, man, you can't really play the game unless you know the rules of the game. And a lot of people who are from impoverished areas don't really know how mainstream society works, because the hood and the ghetto and the barrio and the trailer park is a subsystem of overall society. You want to be in mainstream society. So that's the first one, is formal education. The second one, dude, I call it, man, emotional intelligence, dude. And you have to get books and courses that teach you how to be a social animal. And I have on my coaching calls, I'll talk to you about, it's called Social Circle Game. How to go to the other side of your town, square up. I don't care if you got to pull your pants. Like this one dude told me, man, I lent him some pants for, we went on the movie scene. and they want us to dress as gangsters, not a gang member, but as gangster. And the gangster, there's two types of gangsters. There's like a thug gangster and there's a businessman gangster. These were thug gangsters because we were henchmen for the mob. So we had to have on black jeans, a black leather jacket, a black t-shirt with no emblems on, and some black shades, right? So I let him, he didn't have black jeans, so I let him pair of black jeans. This dude tells me, hey man, they're too tight. And I was like, man, I'm not from your generation where my pants is all baggy and saggy, dude. Because one time we was in this acting school, we was in this acting class, and the older lady actor, the acting director who was directing us, the acting instructor, when he stood up to do a role, she said, pull your pants up. And this is a white dude, he's sagging because it's the urbanization of America. So anyway, all I'm saying is, dude, I don't care if you got to wear pants that's too tight or too high, shirts that are too tight. You want to be the opposite of being a gang member in your new school. And what you want to do is you want to develop this called social circle game. You want to develop a whole new circle of friends. Well, I think the first thing you can do is while you're in school is join a study group. So let's just say you're taking English or math, which you're going to have to take your general study requirements, English, math, science, philosophy, bro. Form a study group, like join, there's going to be study groups, or you can even on the, when you go to see your counselor, there's a board on the wall and they say, hey, we're forming a study group. Sign up, dude. Like get outside of your comfort zone and hang with dudes from the body or the hood or the trailer park or your penitentiary buddies or your gang member buddies or your drug dealer buddies. Go to the other side of town and just start staying over there. And here's the whole thing. When you're studying this emotional intelligence or building a social circle, a new social circle, a new circle of friends that are about something, dude, get you a new girlfriend who is in college and maybe her parents have money and she's going to eventually be somebody. But right now she's like a little chubby fat kid, like a fat girl. Maybe she's 21 and she's a little fat thing because she hasn't blossomed yet. She eats a lot of junk food and stuff. She doesn't work out and she watches a lot of romance movies and stuff, you know, like chick flicks, right? Man, make her your girlfriend. Quit worrying about having baddies and tens, because who she's going to become in the future is not based on her present outside experience. And you have to adopt that same mentality in 2022. Who you are right now today is not the person you're going to be tomorrow, which is the future if you work on yourself today. And here's the third educational piece that you must. And people kill when they say, hey man, we do a YouTube video, you shouldn't tell people what they must do and have to do. Hey man, the rules of gravity are the rules of gravity, the rules of success are the rules of success. Some things you have to do in order to get to the next side. Here's the third piece of education, is education of self, dude. So even if you're in college, you're taking your general requirements, which is math, English, science, philosophy, take some psychology, dude, and troubleshoot yourself, and then start reading personal development, self-help books, man. Like this one, I'm gonna just share this one with you here, because I started putting my books away. You guys are always talking about clutter. Nobody's going, hey, yo, you sound like you cleaned up your desk. So what I say to you is, man, you know, stick your thumb up your culo and rotate around. You guys always want to point out negative stuff, but never positive stuff. But here's a book. Can you see it? Oh, you'll see it when you believe it. That's a good title of a book. I put away most of my other books, dude. And I'm gonna tell you another good one, another good two. No, I'm gonna say another good three in this order, guys. David Goggins, You Can't Hurt Me, man. It talks about personal transformation, dude. You read that book. I read it 10 times. I wept every time. I even listened to the audiobook every day. Just powerful how he talks to you about quit making excuses and change your life, dude. This one here, The Black Box by Marquette Devon Burton. I wept when I read this one, man. I read this one 10 times as well, because he's got the same mentality of David Goggins, except he's more of a sophisticated, classy gentleman. Nothing against David Goggins. He's just a savage. Marquette Devon Burton is more of a sophisticated Renaissance man. And here's the last but not least, The Education of a Bodybuilder. Am I showing it to you right way? Arnold, The Education of a Bodybuilder. And for those of you who might say, hey, hold yourself back. I'm not a bodybuilder. It ain't about bodybuilding. See, what you got to understand, dude, sometimes, man, you can get gems of wisdom from a person that doesn't even do what you do, because it's all about the principles and the mindset and the philosophies you must have. And that goes back to stop dating, low-class women and hood rats, bro. They will keep you down because it's like crabs in the barrel. The only thing they want is to have sex with you and have some babies so they can get more money on welfare, dude. And they don't want you to have nothing better, and they will hold you down. But without further ado, I want to talk to you guys about this duplicitous behavior. I want you to check this out, man. If you can relate to this, then me and you can relate. But here it goes.
New look, not bad.
Thanks, boo, but I ain't Steve.
Well then, who are you and what are you doing in my house?
I'm OGD, Steve's cousin from Detroit.
Wait. You're actually related to Steve?
Hey man, I'm 3J. You look way too cool to be an narco.
You call me E-Dub.
Word.
Ah.
And you must be the legendary Laura Winslow. Oh yeah, Steve was right. You are finer than Halle Berry.
Mm-hmm. And I bet you got more lines than the phone company.
But what does OGD stand for? Original Gangster Dog.
Your mama named you that?
Nope, I did. Right after my mama left me. I was raised by my grandma.
So did Steve let you in?
Yeah, he said it'd be straight if I crashed here for 72. You feeling me?
Excuse me?
Mom, I believe that OGD wants to know if it's okay if he stays here for the weekend.
I guess I see Steve's cousin. He can stay for the night.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to I'm going to let it run for a little bit longer. But I just want you to see, I don't know if you guys know who Steve Urkel is, but you should see it. I don't know the actor's name, but he shows a very good way of duplicitous behavior. So if he can do this for a screenplay, dude, one thing I learned in acting, dude, acting is life, bro. You have to play different characters for different roles in your life to get different results, is all I'm saying. And the role that you're playing, dealing with these low-class hood rat, hoochie mama, Vario girls, home girls, man, it's going to lead you to a path of destruction. Check this out. I'm going to play it for a couple more minutes.
Hey, DJ must really like you. He's loaning you his dinosaur pillow.
Of course he likes me. What's not to like? Oh, baby got back.
The baby got fists too.
See, why you got to be so mean?
Not mean. Look, I even brought you an extra blanket.
Well, girl, you got me so hot. I don't need no blanket.
Why are you so bad?
Because I'm so good at it.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, I know so. No.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna play any more of it because I find it fascinating, not just his acting, but the fact that he's really into character, and it shows how, even though she's fighting it, she's attracted to bad boys, and you'll notice bad boys have they're just confident because they're bad. Why are they confident? Because they know if some shies that hits the fan, they're gonna handle it in a barbaric way. But I digress. But anyway, I wanted to share those clips with you guys so that you know this is the main reason why you should stop dating low-class women and hood rats and homegirls and girls from the barrio and the trailer park. Because, dude, they will hold you down because they don't want anything better. And I'm not bashing women. What I'm saying to you, dude, and I want you guys to understand this, women are innately followers. Yes, a woman can be a leader. She can take leadership courses. She can learn to think in masculine ways and to lead weak men. She can do that. But a woman's nature, without being educated or inculcated with feminism, dude, or gynocentrism, dude, or the matriarchy, a woman is built to be a helper and a follower and a companion, dude. And so what that means is, dude, if you are messing with these low-class women, dude, then you're allowing them to put their paradigm on you, which means that you never gonna have nothing. You ain't gonna never be nothing, like Tupac said in the movie Juice, dude. I ain't Shiza. I ain't never gonna be Shiza. And the minute I decide you ain't gonna be Shiza, is when I take your life. And that's what's gonna happen to you if you keep messing with these low-class women.